Hello everyone, we are here for our Unit 5 test. Now remember, my screen always looks so different than your screen. I have everything sitting here waiting to send to you all. So that's why you see tons of stuff. But I have Unit 5 test. So when you open up yours, you're going to see just Unit 5 test and this video. But I'm just going to walk you through Unit 5 test and how it's going to work. Now for the test, any of these tests, you actually can't do work on these tests. So you are going to need either just some paper and pencil with you, or you can open up Notability, you can open up Explain Everything, whatever's going to work for you to do your work. But when you open it up, you're going to see it just says this, and you're going to hit Start New Attempt. So I'm going to open up Explain Everything at the same time, just to show you kind of like what you can do. Okay, so this would be my scratch paper. You're not going to turn in your scratch paper to me, your work to me. I mean, typically you would. I just need the test, but you are going to need to do work for these questions. Otherwise, you're going to get some questions wrong. So make sure you are just showing your work. Now, if you want to, you can always submit your work to me. I would love to see your work. You can do your work here on, if you do your work on Explain Everything, you could send it to me, or if you could even do it on Seesaw, and then show your work to me. Kind of up to you. But I'm gonna go back to the test here. So question number 1, it says, Trish is building a small rectangular garden. She wants the garden to be 8 feet wide and 9 feet long. What will be the perimeter and area of the garden? So you have to figure this out. And then you have to choose the correct one down below. Well, is it A, the perimeter is 17 feet and the area is 72 feet? Is it B, the perimeter is 72 feet and the area is 17 square feet? Is it C, the perimeter is 34 feet, the area is 72 square feet? D, the perimeter is 34 feet and the area is 34 square feet. Okay, well, so this is where I'd go to my Explain Everything. Okay, well, it says the rectangle is 9 feet long and 8 feet wide. So I have to remember, okay, which one is perimeter? Which one is perimeter? Which one is area? So then I have to figure out, I have to use what I know to figure out perimeter, and I have to use what I know to figure out area. And this, if you're like thinking, oh yeah, which one is which? You could stop here, go back, and you could watch the review video, or you could watch the videos from yesterday for this review test, just to help you. But that is question number 1. Just figure out what's the perimeter, what's the area. And that's that's where, if on Seesaw you could show your work and send me pictures and stuff, I would love to see that, or do a bunch on like Explain Everything. So like if you did your work on this first page, I could go to the next page and that'd be like number 2. So I could even number it. I mean, I would love to see some work. So here's number 1, number 2 for me now. Number 2, Alan builds a fence around his garden. Find the perimeter and area of the garden. Okay, so what's the perimeter of this and what's the area? So we had a problem just like this. So I have to think, okay, how do I figure out perimeter and how do I figure out area? And then down below, you are actually going to write your answers in this. Blank 1 is for perimeter, which kind of goes with your first blank there. And then blank 2 goes for your area. You can see how the green things go there. So this one, I mean, you might want some work, especially to like figure out the area. For like number 1, you can do any of your adding for perimeter. You can do any of your adding for the kind of give away part of the answer there. Not adding for area, but you can show any work that you want to for area for it, whatever you need. Question number 3. A rectangular rug has a perimeter of 18 feet. One side of the rug is 5 feet long. What's the area of the rug? Ooh, question number 3 is one I would definitely do some work on. Okay, so 3. So it says the perimeter is 18, but I need to know what's the area of it. So let's start by drawing my rectangle. So one side of the rug is 5 feet long. Well, so that means I already know what, like, so it's 5 feet long, but I need to figure out what's that last side. Okay, this is definitely where you're going to need to make sure you do some work on this one. If I know that the perimeter is 18, that's my outside. Perimeter 18 being the outside there. Okay, well, that's 5. Oh, I already know some other things. And if my top is 5, I might know what my bottom is. Use those kind of clues I just gave you to help you with that one. So for that one, you just got to figure out what's the area. That when you're not figuring out what's the missing sides or anything, you're trying to figure out what the area is. And just have to remember what is area. And how do you find area? Number 4. David and his mother worked together to paint a wall. David painted a rectangular area that is 5 feet long and 3 feet wide. His mother painted a rectangular area that is 5 feet long and 4 feet wide. Describe one way to find the total area they painted, then find the area. So you are going to, in this problem, you're going to use the sentence start. You're going to use these sentence starters. One way to find the total area is 2. So you just basically have to describe what would you do to find the area. So going to explain everything, I would do the work here. So we had a problem just like this on the review. That's why like maybe watching the review video would help with this. So David painted an area that's 5 feet long and 3 feet wide. His mom painted an area that's 5 feet long and 4 feet wide. Okay, well you're going to have 2 different areas then. Okay, so you might want to do the work. Well, you're gonna have to do the work so you can get the answer. But do the work, figure it out, and then down below, use that sentence starter. One way to find the total area is 2, and then just tell me what you did. Like for me, well, looks like I'm going to try to find the area of those 2 spots. And then I can explain, like, so how did I find the total area? Because one section is for David, one section is for his mom. After I find those areas, what do I do then? Then, after I get that answer, so I'm going to say something on this. I'm just going to do a blank spot, because that's where your answer is going to go. Then I can just write the area is square feet. Okay? I'm going to go to question number 5. The thermometer shows the temperature at 6 o'clock a.m. Okay, this is where it's nice. I can go and I can zoom in on my iPad. Okay, I think I got the temperature. The temperature, which temperature does the thermometer show in degrees Fahrenheit? So I need to make sure I'm going to look at the right side for Fahrenheit, whatever side it is for Fahrenheit, not Celsius, and do that one. Okay, so that's for number 5. Okay, number 6. The temperature shows the thermometer shows the temperature at 6 o'clock a.m. Okay. At 3 o'clock p.m., the temperature was 11 degrees higher. What's the temperature at 3 o'clock p.m.? So if I need to, I can go back to explain everything. So for number 6, first I got to figure out what's the temperature at 6 a.m. And then at 3 a.m., the temperature was 11 degrees higher. So I have to figure out, okay, what do I need to do to figure out what it is? What's the temperature when it's 11 degrees higher? That's where I could show my work on explain everything again, or notability, or seesaw. And number 7, Ty buys a sandwich for $4.83. He pays with a $5 bill. Which list shows the change he should receive? So this one's a little bit different. Okay, so I have to figure out, okay, first I have to figure out what the change is. So this is definitely where you're going to want to do work on this. So it cost, one second, everybody, I'm just going to make sure the video is still working, we're going well. Yep, everything is going well. So it costs $5, or it costs $4.83, and he pays with a $5 bill. So you're going to have to do your work to figure out the change. Now, after you figure out the change, I have to do some adding of my coins then to see which one would be the right answer. So for this one, I'm going to figure out, is it A, 1 nickel and 7 pennies? Well, I have to remember that. Well, 1 nickel, a nickel is 5, and 2 pennies, that's a 1 and a 1. All that together equals 7 cents. Okay, well, after I figure out my change, is that 7 cents? Is my answer 7 cents? Okay, here's a little hint. Well, it's $4.83. 7 cents wouldn't be enough. So I just have to go. After I figure out my change, I just have to then add up. Okay, well, A is not going to work, so I do B. Well, it's 1 quarter and 2 pennies. Does that equal it? Is it C, 1 dime, 1 nickel and 2 pennies, or is it D, $1, 3 quarters, 1 nickel and 3 pennies? So then I just have to add up all of those, and that's where you can use explain everything to add up to see which one's the correct one for the change. And last question here, question number 8. What's the area of the figure? This we just have to remember, just figure out how to figure out area using this picture and the shape. When you're done, submit, and you can send me your work if you want to. If you did your work on explain everything, up in the top right corner, you're going to see that action button. It's the blue one, the rectangle with an arrow. And you would send this not as a video, not as a document. You'd send this as an image, green image, and then you can set it on Seesaw to me, which would be kind of fun to show. You don't have to send it to me, but if you want to send it on Seesaw, it'd be totally fine. But okay, everybody. While you're taking this test, if you have questions, you're like, I have no idea, get a hold of me and I can help. I know this is a test, but it's still us trying to learn. So if you need anything, let me know. But otherwise, have fun. Bye.